All right, dog moms, now it's time to meet our next guest in a huge and successful person in the canine business world in a segment that we call Dog Mom Biz. Michelle Pennington is the top dog mom and innovator at Stashios. It's a company that produces healthy treats for our dogs. Get this, Michelle has overseen the growth of Stashios from an online store to brick and mortar locations to being in big retail stores. And Michelle joins us now from Hopkins, Minnesota. Welcome to the show, Michelle.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I can't wait. We have so much to talk about today, and I have to tell you, I don't want to spoiler alert here, but my dog is a huge fan of your products, and we're so excited. But I want to know and start at the beginning. Where did your love for dogs come from?
Yes, so I have loved pets my whole life. I always had a dog growing up. We always had a cat. We went to the Humane Society all the time when I was younger. Just was an activity that we did to just go love on the dogs that were there, and I've always been around pets and gravitated towards friends that had dogs, and just have always loved pets.
That's so sweet. And who would have thought now every day you get to produce awesome products and get them to
Yes.
consumers who love their animals. It's amazing. So
Yeah.
it's my understanding though, Michelle, that your career started off as a teacher. So how did you go from working as a teacher to working in the business now?
Yeah, so I know it's a crazy story. I was an elementary school teacher in Seattle for 8 years, and then my husband and I had our daughter. We moved back home to Minnesota. I was a stay-at-home mom for a while, had another son, and then went back to work now as a working mom, and realized pretty quickly that giving 100% during the day to all of my students and then still coming home and being a good mom and being 100% at home was really, really, really hard.
It is.
Yes,
So
I
appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, it was really hard to go from stay-at-home mom back to teaching, because I didn't want to, I wanted to be the best teacher I can be. So that requires a lot of hours and a lot of dedication and time. But I also wanted to be a good mom when I got home too. So I just realized that it just wasn't working for me. So I had to change, and I was given the opportunity to work for a pet company.
Wow.
And for a couple years later, the pet company we rebranded, and the original owner stepped away, and then I was in charge. So I found myself as the president of this company, and rebranded to Stashios, developed all new packaging, new products, a new website, hired my first employee, Amy Caruth, who actually has been my friend since I was 10 years old. And
awesome.
We bonded in 5th grade over our love for dogs.
There you go.
It's like it came full circle, being able to work together again.
There you go. And what a fit, and what a win-win to literally
Yes.
work with a childhood friend, one of your best friends. It's
Yep.
just incredible. I think, anyone who can manage a classroom, I mean, I'm always like, you deserve a gold star. So as a teacher, so it doesn't surprise me, Michelle, that you are just rocking it with Stashios. It is amazing. You have so many awesome products and treats. So what are some of your top sellers?
Yes. So our kind of flagship product is something called wrap-ups. And it's just a product that's like fruit by the foot for dogs. And it's to help you give your dog or cat medicine. So you just peel a little bit off, wrap a pill in it, and give it to your dog as a treat. And that was kind of our first product that we came up with. And we make it in-house, and it's made out of real carrots and real sweet potatoes and other good ingredients.
I love that, because you keep saying real.
Yes.
Like if you don't recognize what's on the label, probably shouldn't be giving it to our dogs. I love your heart for wholesome products, and that you saw a problem and you found a solution. I can't tell you how many times I've had to give my Louis Bear medicine, and I'm thinking, eat it. The peanut butter. It's in the peanut butter. Oh man, it fall out. This is so crafty and so smart. So love it. What's the most popular flavor you've got? I'm holding bacon cheeseburger right here.
Yes, so we launched with bacon, and then after that we came out with cheese, and then came peanut butter, and then we just launched bacon cheeseburger. So
Cool.
I'd say bacon is one of the favorites just because it's been around longer, but peanut butter is slowly heading to the top, I think.
Look at my buddy Lou. They're here. He is a super fan. Say hi, Michelle. Yes, he is he is in love. He is, like in love with the stash sticks, Michelle. And
Good.
I love how handy this dispenser is, and that I can pick and choose how much he gets.
Exactly.
Look at this. He's like, give me some now, Mom. This is great. This is great. And it's so handy because you can clip this to your belt. Tell me about how you came up with this idea. This is
Yes, so we actually have a professional dog trainer on staff that is the head of our new product development. She's been around dogs for so long, and she works with dogs every day. So she's always coming up with just clever ideas to make being a pet parent easier.
Yes.
So, and one of her big things is when you're training your dog, you shouldn't be overloading them with calories and giving them too many treats. And she also does not like having crumbs in her pocket from treats in her pocket. So that's how we came up with the Stash and Dash. It just allows you to always have treats on the go and not have a pocket full of crumbs, and to be able to give just little treats for the things that they do, and to be able to give like a triple good treat if they do something amazing.
Right. And too, it just makes it all stretch so much longer too. So they're getting like a more appropriate serving, but also they stretch longer for us. In this refill package here, it's 20 stash sticks, 300 treats. I like the sound of that.
Yes,
so does Louie.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Now also the soothing sauce. That's another one of your really big products. So
yes.
I love this. This is so handy and it's so helpful. The fact that you can put this out when you're away or when you're there, but it gives the dog something to do and a tasty treat. And tell us more of your inspiration with this product.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of dogs with anxiety, and especially with COVID, there's so many people that got dogs during COVID, and now a lot of those people are going back to work, and their dogs have always had someone at home. And now those dogs have separation anxiety, or just, thunderstorms, fireworks, a new crying baby at home, or you're having a party and they kind of get a little bit nervous when too many people are in the house. There's just a lot of dogs. When we go to trade shows, we usually always meet people that have a dog with anxiety, or their friend's dog has anxiety. So there's a big need for things to help dogs calm themselves down that don't require a prescription.
I'm going to be putting this out on 4th of July in particular. Louie, he's so easygoing typically, but the fireworks start and he's going crazy. He's so nervous. So I'm going to give him some more soothing sauce and all these great flavors. The calming beef bone broth, the chicken bone broth, and then this is just the good breath. Who doesn't want their dog to have good breath? It's like win-win. Dog mom wins and your dog wins, so it's fun all day. And literally, this is so easy to assemble too, Michelle. I appreciate it so much. So, how it all works together, and you have, this bottom compartment where you just put in the bone broth, you mix it and shake it in advance, and then you just pour it in here. You put the little ball in on top, and then you put the saucer on top, and then they get the yummy sauce, the special sauce, the soothing sauce, and this ball rotates inside, and then they get product over and over again.
They lick and lick and lick, and the more they lick, the calmer they get.
There you go. Now there's also another product that I wanted to talk about that you can put on top of your dog's food, and what a great and important thing to just fortify their meal and give them what they need as well.
Right. Yes. So the meal appeal is I love the meal appeal because my dog won't eat her food without it on top of it. So I of course love the meal appeal, and the first ingredient is real pumpkin. So it has like really good ingredients. It's slow baked. We make it right here in Hopkins at our location, and it's just a good healthy meal topper for dogs and cats, and all of our dogs love it.
It's awesome. And again, reminder, dog moms, read the labels, look at what's in your dog's food and your dog's treats and make sure they're getting what they need. I know pumpkin really calms their stomachs. That's another great benefit. So nice job, Michelle. That was so
Thank
fun.
you.
And there's just a wide variety of treats for them. Do you have any apparel or other accessories as well that we should mention?
Actually, on our website, we have Stashios t-shirts. So we love those. Whenever we travel together or set up trade shows together, we always wear our Stashios t-shirts. I think they're pretty cool.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah.
And bright and cheerful and really fun.
Yep.
Now, your company is doing so well. And I mean, that was a big leap of faith when you decided to make this professional change. So I would just love to hear, what that process was like for you going from, again, an online store to brick and mortar to now being in retail stores. Give us in a nutshell, what that was like for you and maybe a lesson or two that you learned in your journey.
Right. Yes. Somebody asked me the other day, was it an easy path? And I laughed because definitely was not an easy path. It was very curvy. But it makes every win and every, goal that much sweeter, that it was not an easy hill to climb.
Right.
And, it's really great for my own kids to be able to see that, you can really love your job. You can love going to work every day. You can love your coworkers. You can have so much fun with your coworkers. And that mom can be successful and be happy at home and be happy at work. And just, it's just a good message for my kids that, when they get older, it's really important to have work-life balance and to be happy at work, because life's too short not to be happy at work.
100%. And I love that. I love that message of intentional living, that you can be fully present when you're at home with your children and you can share your professional life with them, and that they can share in the successes with you to use your talents and your gifts and your ability for good and to be creative and use your skills. That is an awesome message and good point, that they're picking up on all of those things, because kids take in everything. Absolutely. And your dog takes it in too. If mom comes home a frazzled mess, guess what? It's not going to be that fun, right? Yeah. So we're talking about, positive living in the show as well. But I have a question for you, because, it's not always easy being a woman in business, so what does it mean to you to have a women-run business in 2023?
Right. I mean, especially in the pet industry is primarily men. Men running companies, men owning companies. But the ironic thing is the majority of the people actually buying the product and the treats and the pet food are the women. So it makes sense that we have more women-run and companies like Stashios, because we know who's buying the product and we understand what they want, and we understand that, if we're going to look at the label for what we feed our kids, we should also be looking at the label to see what we're feeding our dogs and our cats too. And it still boggles my mind that there's still pet food and pet treats on the market that have Red 40 and all of these ingredients that we don't want to feed our kids anymore, but for some reason still out there for pets. So it's fun. It's fun to be a leader in the industry that isn't necessarily the norm for women to be leaders.
Yes. Now you mentioned being a leader and leadership. Do you think a lot of your leadership skills came from working in the classroom, or have you always just been a natural born leader?
Oh my gosh, no, absolutely the opposite of that. I was never a leader. I never really saw myself as a leader. I always say I was always a really great Robin for whoever the Batman was. I was never the Batman. I'm more than happy being the Robin and just kind of taking instruction and just doing it. I never saw myself as a leader, and I feel like getting the opportunity to be a leader and work here for Stashios has been life-changing for me, to just see myself for the first time as a leader.
Oh, it's incredible. And gosh, let's talk about the resiliency that was needed and the leadership that you needed during COVID. I mean, that
Mm.
time, I know it's still out there,
Yeah.
but that must have been such a tumultuous time. And I imagine that really helped to grow you as a leader too. Our struggles can often lead to building our character and
Yeah.
making us more resilient people.
Yes, for sure. COVID, it was great for the pet industry because so many people adopted
Yes.
pets during COVID. So it was great for the business, to grow the pet industry. But, dealing with so many things during that time, it's mostly women that work here, and a lot of us have kids, which meant now our kids are home because of COVID, and just kind of navigating that, like who's going to do production, because most of our production workers are moms that come here while their kids are at school. So how are we going to, figure that out? And then there's, ingredient shortages because factories are closed down because of COVID, and how are we going to navigate that? And
Yes. Supply chain
just
issues.
being flexible and being able to pivot, and just being creative in how we problem solve. And
I love
know,
that. Did
it
your
was
kids want to get more involved, when that happened, when maybe a little more was being done at home?
my kids love coming here,
Oh,
so
that's
they
great.
they know exactly what we do, and they come and help out sometimes, and yeah, they love it. And my daughter actually has taken a spreadsheets class in high school
Oh, yes.
because like
Good
I am
job.
obsessed with spreadsheets, and I'm always talking about spreadsheets, and now she is taking a spreadsheets class in high school, so I just like love that.
She's your little Robin. You're,
Yeah,
you're training her up
yeah,
and you're raising her up. We got to raise them up young, right, Michelle?
definitely, definitely.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
what are your plans for Stashios in the next 3 to 5 years? What's on the horizon for Stashios?
Yes. So we are bringing in all of our production in house, so we won't have anyone making our products for us.
Nice.
So we're doing pretty much all of it in house now, but we'll be bringing 100% of it in, which is great because then we can control which ingredients we use, which ingredient vendors we use. We can make product pretty much on demand and not have things expiring. So we're really excited about that. We're excited to expand further. We're already in over 1,000 brick and mortar stores. Obviously, we're going to, work on making that an even bigger number. We're going to be exporting to Canada soon, which is a big accomplishment to be able to export
Sure
to
is.
Canada. And then the EU will be after that. So we will be exporting to the EU probably 2024. So yeah, and just new products. We always have new products in the hopper, and developing new products, and all the new products are, in different phases. So just always in the process of, which product are we going to release when, and which idea moves to the next level. So yeah, we have lots going
You
on.
are awesome, Michelle. You're super mom, super dog mom, super dog business owner. Kudos to you. And thank you so much for graciously offering our viewers a discount today, 20% off for Dog Mom News viewers. All you have to do is put in Dog Mom News 20. Not only do you get off 20%, but you also get free shipping. Thank you so much. You just have to go to the website though, right, Michelle?
Yes.
So they should go to stashiospet.com.
Correct.
There you
Yep.
go. You are awesome. Michelle Pennington of Stashios. I've so enjoyed talking with you today, and we
too.
wish you so much success.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. It was super fun.
Thanks so much for watching this Dog Mom News clip. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome and informative Dog Mom News content. And while you're at it, ring the bell so that you can find out about more content in real time. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, everyone.